Hello everybody and welcome to TradeStation's Market Review. My name's Simon Clarke from Trade with Precision and I'll be discussing some of the key markets of interest right now. Now the first market I want to take a look at today is the Mini Dow Future. The Mini Dow last week was, at least on the higher time frames, wasn't in any clear structure of trend, but that's now changed after last week's bullish price action. We can see here on the daily chart that the market tested this low here of 15,900 a number of times, found support there, and now over the past week we've now broken out above the previous high, which is around 16,830, and now we're above that area now. So now we've got the structure here of an uptrend on the daily and weekly chart. So if we're looking at this in the structure of an uptrend, then the next thing I want to do is to take a look at where the market structure levels are that are close to price action. Knowing where these are can sort of help us with our trading opportunities, either around those levels or indeed if we are already positioned in the market and we're approaching them. So we can see we've got sort of 17,400 above price action that's been sort of tested a number of times, and I think if we start to look through here we've probably got something a bit lower as well, probably around the sort of 17,200, again just underneath these lows here in price action, which is more local. So around sort of 17,200. We've also got previous support which could act as resistance if the market came up to it, so it's still a good 200 points away from where we are at the moment. So if we come and take a look at this on the lower time frames, we come and take a look at this on the 4-hour chart. Certainly on the 4-hour chart and lower time frames we've still got a very nice structured uptrend here in place. Nice clear series of higher highs, higher lows, moving averages all in the right order, lovely convergence on the indicators. So we've got lots of our techniques that we use within our trading techniques. Certainly there's been previous trend flow trading strategy setups occurring through these nice smooth flowing trends. So if we mark in or take a look at that 17,200 level again, we've just marked this up here around these sort of highs. You can see around 17,200 clusters with these lows over here, certainly been support here and many times. So 17,200 for me is the next level of potential resistance in the market. Above that then we've got sort of potentially 17,400, so a couple of levels that I'm keeping a close eye on as this trend continues to the high side. So certainly for me on lower time frames, still looking at taking advantage of these intraday time frames, these intraday swings in the market and smooth flowing trends, but keeping an eye on those higher levels, I should say, 17,200, 17,400 as price approaches them. Now a couple of other markets we were looking at last week, or platinum I should say, that we were looking at last week. We're looking at the market here pulling back into the zone here, back into the sell zone on the daily chart and coming up to this level around the 950 area. The market has been extremely strong. It has sort of pushed right the way through that level. So the next thing I want to do is to start to look at where may be the next structure point in price. If we look at the weekly chart, we can see the weekly chart is still clearly in a downtrend. Still haven't taken out the previous, if I zoom into this, the previous lower high, which is up here towards 1035, 1037 sort of area. So we've still got plenty of distance to go, but there is a level here which I can see on the monthly chart, big now round solid numbers. So we've got the parity level, or that 1000 level I should say, here, that's been previous support in the past. Now it's a big number, so that's the next big number, the next big area here that price is approaching. So I'm just keeping an eye on that level. In fact, let's take a look at this on the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, again, and in fact on lower time frames, again we've got very strong trends, very nice strong bullish momentum with indicators and moving averages in agreement. We're coming up towards that 1000 level, and we can see here that on the lower time frames, on the 240 chart for it, at least we can see that this 1000 level has been strong support and resistance in the past, and just above that there's certainly another level through here that's been strong support and resistance, which is around 1021, so 1020 area. So a couple of levels there that I'm keeping a close eye on for platinum. Still like these lower time frame trends long. They're certainly looking extremely bullish at the moment, but we've certainly got a couple of levels there to keep a close eye on as price approaches them. In Forex, let's take a quick look at Aussie yen. Aussie yen has been extremely bullish over the past week. We can see nice bullish price action. The daily chart is not the cleanest of trends to trade, but if we look at the structure of the market, we've got a low, we've got a high, we've got a higher low, a higher high. So now we've got an uptrend forming in price, and again, similar to the other markets, what I want to do is to identify where the sort of market structure is here, where potentially are those levels that the market may retrace back to. Certainly we've got the sort of 90 level here on these higher time frames that's been tested a number of times, not precisely on the weekly chart, but if we come and take a look on the 240 chart, let me just mark that sort of 90 level in, you can start to see how many times the market's found support here quite precisely as well. It's found support at this level a number of times, so I might expect some kind of resistance or some sort of interaction with price as the market starts to approach it. Above 90, we've got sort of 94 and 95 up here as previous support and resistance structures too. So there's a few markets that I'm keeping a close eye on this week for trading opportunities. Let me just tell you about the webinars that we're running this week at TradeStation International. If you come across to the TradeStation International website and we come down, the next prospect webinar we have here is today's top charts, the futures market. This one here is being run on the 21st of October, so that's Wednesday next week. So this session is a 1-hour session where we go and take a look at the live futures markets. It's a free session to join. You don't need to have a TradeStation account in order to be able to attend this session. But we also have, if I come to the client webinars here, if you have an account with TradeStation already, then you can attend the TradeStation Traders Edge education program. The next sessions that we have running is Price Action Mastery. This is running tomorrow evening on the 13th, and then we have on the 20th increasing your trading edge. So next couple of webinars that we have running here at TradeStation International. If you wish to join, then just come across to the TradeStation International website. You can register to join for the prospect webinar here on the website. If you'd like to join the client webinars, then just contact TradeStation and they'll be able to assist you there. Okay, hope it helps, and look forward to speaking to you next week. Bye for now.